Welcome to the northwest corner of the reserve. You are now standing above a network of springs and streams that are home to many native life. But who would have thought that the area is also sitting above a major earthquake fault line?
One remarkable result of being on a fault line is the way it forces water from underground upwards to the surface. This creates the springs, known as Punawai in Māori, that flow through the reserve and into the Kuripuni stream.
This is one of multiple punawai bubbling to the surface along this fault line or this cliff face where the water pushes to the surface. This is a perfect place for insects, invertebrate, and the food chain starts in places like this, springing forth along this particular fault line in the middle of Masterton. When you're walking through Millennium Reserve, it's quite easy to miss places like this because they do look insignificant, but when you look a little bit closer, you realise how this is the source of life, and culturally it's a place of healing and a sanctuary for being quiet and connecting to nature.
The pure water that flows from the reserve's many punawai provides a perfect ecosystem for native species to thrive, like the koda.
Found one.
Right in the corner there.
Got it. Decent size, but they can get quite a bit bigger. The biggest one I've seen is as big as my hand. They swim with their tail, like they've got the two pincers at the front where they use to feed themselves. And here, probably the top predator, and quite happy in here. So what I'll do is I'll just grab her. I'm just going to put her back.
Go for it.
All right. There we go. Oh, it's just so cool to see, eh?
Also to be found among the reserve's aquatic residents are its protected long and short fin eels.
If I just throw it in,
Yeah, just chuck it in the middle.
you can see the eel, look.
Yeah.
Oh, how can you tell them apart, like male and female?
Male and female. It's difficult when they're smaller. Females get a lot bigger than males, so anything over a metre, it's pretty much
Yeah, because that
guaranteed
one's
to be.
huge.
Yeah, it should be a female, I'd say. Eels, they tell you about the health of a stream. They can't really handle like stagnant water.
Yeah.
I'd like to think they'll be here, forever.
While the naturally occurring springs in the reserve produce pure water, some streams flow in from the outside. Monitoring their water quality is important to maintain the natural ecosystem.
We are going to have a look at the quality of the water flowing through here. We have this here, and that'll read the conductivity of the water. So what we're measuring is basically how much stuff is in there. It could be runoff from the road, like chemicals from the tyres or the exhaust fumes, or if somebody dumped paint down their drain, yeah, any of those sorts of things. So stick it in the water, make sure it's fully in. So what does the top number read?
84.
84, so that was the conductivity. So we would say that this is pretty clean water.
The reserve's wetlands and streams serve as vital habitats, offering food, shelter and breeding grounds for aquatic life, while also acting as ecological corridors for migratory birds. Ensuring the health and balance of this natural ecosystem requires ongoing care and preservation.
The Friends of the Reserve are incredible at keeping on top of these things. They do regular maintenance, but it's a lot of work.
Oh, I like this one.
Yes, this looks a bit different, hey? I hope that by bringing these school students into this space and talking about the work that has gone into creating this reserve, we inspire them to, you know, they can do their little bit in their backyard, and then hopefully as they grow up they'll be wanting to do even more than that and look at creating systems like this in other areas.
As you can see, every part of the reserve has its own story to tell. So, as you head off to your next spot on the map, don't forget to check out one of the many waterways. Pause, listen for a moment, and enjoy the pure energy of the water. Enjoy your journey.